out there today, guys. We're going to do a little unboxing of this Bell 206 gyro stabilized ready to fly helicopter made by RC Era, and RTR Hobbies was kind enough to send this out to me. As many of you guys know, I've been getting into the airborne stuff, so we're going to get this thing out of the box, check everything out, take it up for a little flight, and see what she does. So stay tuned, everybody. Now, as I said, this one came from RTR Hobbies, but it's always nice when you immediately see on the box a website to go to get spare parts for stuff, because as you know, everybody's going to crash these things, especially when you're first learning, but they have lots of different models on here, military planes, and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you guys are interested in picking up a small helicopter, go check out RTR Hobbies and pick one up for yourself. But let's get this thing out of the box, see what we got. So this is the item number C138, which is the Bell 206 gyro stabilized helicopter ready to fly, which means it's all ready to go. All you gotta do is probably need batteries in the transmitter, I'm guessing. But let's go ahead, take a look at this thing, see what we got inside the package. So immediately got our manual, check that thing out and see some of the details on this thing. But there we go. Cool looking little helicopter. This is also a 1/33 scale. I'll show you a side-by-side comparison, because I know a lot of people say, well, what exactly is a 1/33 scale? What is that in size? I'll show you besides some cars, so any guys out there with cars kind of can understand the difference in sizes. But very nice looking little chopper. Cool. It has a modular battery design on the bottom, which is nice. So it doesn't have just a cable coming out. I'll show you how this thing pops out of here. And it also looks like it has a tiny little light on the front, which is very cool. So we're gonna go ahead real quickly, get this battery charged up and take this thing out for its first flight. But also in here, got an extra tail rotor. Looks like we have a few extra blades. Looks like, yeah, a whole extra set of blades are in here. So that's nice. So either you break one of those or lose one of those. Got an extra. And in here, we have the controller. It's got full function. Got your throttle up and down. It has your trim buttons. On here, it has your takeoff or landing button. So I guess it's a one-touch takeoff and landing. And over here, there are 3 speeds of this thing. There's 1, 2, and 3. So I guess we'll check out the speeds and see how fast this thing moves in each speed outside and see how she flies. So let's go ahead and get the battery charged up in the chopper, take her out for a rip. Was just real quickly kind of looking through the manual. They do have a full parts breakdown of everything for the helicopter, including the whole entire body and all of it. So if you do break anything, there's a parts list here, and there is the website to go to for all your parts. So real quickly, I just wanted to show you how these batteries do come out of here. You know, a lot of the choppers I had in the past, there was always a lead and a battery you had to sit there and kind of try and plug in, and it was always hard to get to. Not impossible, but this is definitely a very nice, easy design. Whole battery pops out in one piece. Right here on the side is a USB 3 charging port. Go ahead and plug her in there. And she does not take too long to charge up at all. And when it's all charged up, just line it back up, snap it in, and you're ready to fly. Definitely love that design. Also, the power button to turn the helicopter on is right here on the battery. So it's very easy to find. Go ahead and touch that and get her kicked on. I'm curious to see when we take this thing out there. It has been a little bit of a rainy day today. I think the rain is going to hold off here. We just got the battery charged up and she's ready to fly. We got some batteries in the controller. She's ready to turn on, so let's go ahead and take this thing out, let's give her a first flight and see how she flies out there. I just wanted to quickly let everybody know the price on this thing also. If you go to RTR Hobby, I will have the link down in the description. It is 99 bucks, so you can't beat this thing. The thing has definitely got a nice quality feel to it, honestly, guys. You know when you pick something up and you can kind of tell if it's just really cheap and chintzy? It does not have that feel to it. It actually feels like a nice quality made chopper. So let's go ahead and take this thing out, enough yakking. Let's see how she flies. All right, guys, well, we got her outside here. The rain has subsided here for a little bit of wind coming in and out, but we're going to go ahead and hit the landing and takeoff feature. We're going to hit the takeoff here and see what we got, see how she takes off and how the stabilization is. All right, she's starting up. Try and capture this as best I can. Rotates pretty nicely. Now, this is on the low speed. This is on the slowest speed right now of this chopper. She's definitely very stable. She hovers pretty nicely. The wind is kind of coming and going, so you kind of have to see how she handles in the wind. Let's go ahead and bump up to speed number 2. Moves around pretty decent. Hopefully you guys can see this decently with the trees, because I know my trees are a little bit. Let's see if we can take this thing up into the front yard a little bit and see if we can get a better shot of this or not. All right. Getting a bumper into high speed and see what she does. So definitely banks a lot quicker, rotates a lot faster. Bring the speed down a little bit. I'm kind of liking speed number 2 as far as in this tighter area right now. Tends to rotate and not be too twitchy. If I'm in a bigger open area, like if I take this thing up to my flight field, I could definitely zip this thing around quite nicely, which probably will do that in another video with this thing, because having that big open area will be kind of nice. Now she is drifting a little bit because of the wind, so I'm kind of curious if I can tune this in a little bit. Yeah, she the trims are able to be set very nicely. It's flying pretty decent. All right, let's go ahead and try the landing feature. Now we got some wind coming in, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit the landing. Now, it just brings it down. It doesn't obviously bring it down to where you took off from, but it will bring it down pretty softly. All right, we moved out the front here. We got a little more space, a little more openness. So we're gonna go ahead and take this thing back out again. I'm gonna try and put this in wide so we can definitely get a good shot of this thing. Let's go ahead and hit the takeoff again. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and throw this thing in high speed. Now we've got a little more space. You're probably not even able to see it at this point, realizing how she turns on a dime. I haven't flown choppers for a few months, so I might be a little rusty also. But take her up a little bit. Oh, losing it. And she stays pretty stable, even if there is a little bit of light breeze right now. I'm not trying to trim it too much right now, just because I know the winds are out here blowing a little bit. So I'm just going to bring it down, because the higher I get, the more winds we get. But I'm going to have to start practicing my helicopter tricks a little bit more. At some point, I've been really thinking about maybe getting one that can actually do some tricks and flipping them over and things like that. So this is a great starter. Also, guys, if you're looking to just get into flying helicopters, not too expensive, good way to learn. It's got all your different speeds, and can get some practice in, have a little fun. Definitely a very nice handling little chopper. Really enjoying this thing. I am definitely going to take this thing out to. I'm adjusting my trim up a little bit because I notice I am drifting a tiny bit to the right. There we go. You guys are along for the ride here. Woo. Man, after I got that trimmed up, she will turn. Put this thing in the hands of somebody that's good with a chopper. I'm sure can really zip this thing around pretty good, honestly. I like the little light in the front. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, we're going to take this thing back down and finish this video up. I wanted to be able to flying in on this thing in between the rain, and she flies great, guys. Honestly, I don't fly choppers very much. I've been doing planes a lot, but this thing flies very nicely, very easy to fly, and very stable. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed flying this thing. I was out there messing around a little longer, tweaking up the trims a little bit more, and she definitely flies really nicely. And I'm going to take this thing up to my flying field where I've been flying the airplanes, and go out and give this thing a run out there and get better with the handling and control of this thing, and get my skills tuned back up again on the helicopters. But very easy to fly, very nice. Really had a good time flying this thing out there. Again, big thank you to RTR Hobbies for sending this out to me. And again, if you're interested, $99, go check them out. I'll have the link down in the description. But that's going to do it for today. So until next time, y'all be safe. Be careful out there. Peace out, everybody.